Hi everyone, it's Saturday, May 16th, 2020. Hey, have you ever had one of those days? You know what I'm talking about, the kind of day when it seems like everything that you attempt fails, every road that you take is a dead end, every time you turn around, a new problem presents itself. Until in your frustration you cry out to God, maybe shake your fist at Him and tell Him everything that has gone wrong and how upsetting it is to you. Ever had one of those kind of days? Well, I sure have, many times, and I expect most of us have. I know whoever wrote this poem in the book of Psalms knew one of those kind of days, maybe many of them. Listen to what the poet says in Psalm 142. With my voice I cry to the Lord. With my voice I make supplication to the Lord. I pour out my complaint before Him. I tell my trouble before Him. When my spirit is faint, you know my way. You know, it's one of the most comforting thoughts to me is that because the Word was made flesh, that is, because God experienced humanity from the inside out in Christ, that God knows what it's like to be human. I thought about it this morning. I wondered, did Jesus ever have one of those days when things were just going wrong and every time He turned around there was some new trouble? Did Jesus ever complain to God this way? I don't know. He tells His followers in Luke's gospel that everything in the scriptures is about Him. So maybe He did have these kind of days. But what's absolutely certain is that Jesus knew what it was like for humans from the inside out. He knew by experience, by presence in and among humanity, what it was like to be human. And so, when His spirit is faint, God knows His way. Friends, if you're having one of those kind of days, or when, God forbid, you do, remember, God knows all about it. There's nothing that's going to be surprising to God. Go ahead. Pour out your complaint before Him. Tell God what's going wrong. Maybe that'll make you feel a little better. But at very least, you'll know that you and God are in this together. Hey, thanks for joining with me on this Saturday. We'll be back tomorrow with a virtual worship service recorded in our sanctuary here in Peru, Indiana, and then back with daily devotions on Monday. God bless you all until then.